to shaping lives and futures of our time. Artificial intelligence is transforming the world at lightning speed. And according to the World Economic Forum 2024 global investments in AI has now exceeded $350 billion annually, reshaping industries, governance, education, affecting healthcare, agriculture, banking, and broadcasting. AI is rewriting how we think. Major organizations such as Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, Huawei, and the governments of the US, China, the UK, the UAE, and Nigeria, of course, are committing enormous resources to AI research and ethical deployment. As a body of professionals and a contemporary progressive alumni association, we are in sync with this development and are already working with technological partners from the national level to improve our processes and mode of operations using AI. This is why today's gathering is so important. It allows us to have an authentic and honest conversation about balance between progress and preservation, intelligence and integrity, data and dignity. Our blend of culture and technology today reminds us that our heritage remains the foundation upon which, through innovation, stands. Someone made a statement the other day, and it sparked a flame of thoughts in my mind. AI is fast becoming the new culture. And I'm sure our panel list will do justice to this theme as well as our keynote speaker. Let's go on a little journey so far as a chapter. As a chapter of the Alumni, inaugurated in 2008, we have made measurable progress over the years. And since November 2024, when this administration began its journey, we have partnered with the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, to support one of their approved orphanages, handmade children's home, donating essential supplies to the home, including a 3.5 kVA generator. We have hosted the largest spectacular family sports fiesta in the history of our alumni. Also in partnership with Access Bank, we've organized a financial literacy and investment banking lecture, as well as other educative webinars and lectures centered on topics like mental health, safety of the girl child, alumni history and services, and all. And continue to support members financially across platforms. We held a cross-chapter picnic at Abaca Delta State, strengthening our bonds, and we also recorded the second highest delegate turnout at the National Alumni Convention with 79 registered members, signifying our continuous membership growth and unity. And then, of course, lastly, after 6 years from the last time we held this event, we are today celebrating our second ever Spectacular Day event. These milestones embody the spectacular spirit, a blend of service, unity, and purpose, which are the springboard towards our vision and actions for next year, with God Almighty being our helper. Psalm 46:1. Today's program will also feature our awards of recognition, celebrating 3 categories of distinction: the Excellence Awards, where we'll be honoring individuals who have demonstrated outstanding leadership, innovation, and excellence in their various fields of endeavors. The Shining Stars Awards, recognizing Imo State University alumnus excelling in their careers and embodying our core values. And the Spectacular Like Minds Awards, appreciating alumnus from other chapters who have shown consistent support to the Rivers Spectacular chapter. We will also witness the installation of the organs of the chapter, Our Royal Highness, Mother General, Upper Spectacular, and Other Spectacular today, as well as reaffirming the important roles of our Spectacular Elders Council and our revered patron, Chief Barrister Louis Ukereke, whose unwavering support and wisdom has been a template for our sustained unity, progress, and direction. We celebrate you all, for your excellence inspires our excellence. Ultimately, Spectacular Day is not just about recognition, it is about reconnection. It is a time to celebrate our culture, reflect on our shared journey, and reaffirm our commitment to one another as one alumni family. I want to thank the leadership of our National Executive Council of Imo State University Alumni Association, led by Dr. Charles Wosu, as the leadership of the Board of Trustees, led by Barrister Chinwe Mbakwem, for setting the framework towards our growth and progress. I thank the Vice Chancellor, Imo State University, Professor Uche Chukwumeze, for his support to our cause. I appreciate and thank especially all invited guests, alumni members across chapters, family and friends for your presence and support. Finally, I extend my profound appreciation to my executive team and the event planning committee led by Mrs. Neka Peace Adango for the insight, drive, willingness, and selflessness in delivering this event, as well as every member of Rivers Spectacular Chapter for always supporting with time, presence, resources, and vibe. To the Spectacular family, take your flowers, greatest Spectacular. As we proceed with today's activities, let us remember that our greatest strength lies in our unity. May today inspire us to innovate responsibly, to lead with empathy, and to continue making Imo State University proud wherever we go. Welcome once again to Spectacular Day 2025, where culture meets innovation and humanity finds its balance. Thank you, and God bless.
Let's do better for the chairman, please. Mr. Chairman, I think that was amazing and that was great. Ladies and gentlemen, please, after this, we'll be going to a beautiful time, a time to learn. And I want to relax us a bit while we get ready. Please, once this next session starts, I would encourage, remember why we are here today. We're trying to explore how to maintain the balance, AI and humanity in the 21st century. So much to learn today and so much to take home with. So when that session comes, I would encourage us to pay attention. But before then, let's lighten up a bit. Let's just lighten up a bit. And I would, on that note, bring up to the stage one of the best dance groups so long as Protocol City is concerned. When it comes to culture and culture-related dances, they are the best for me. They are young. They are the best. Please, Cultural Rebels, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for them. They are called Cultural Rebels. So put your hands together as I welcome them to the stage. A round of applause for them, please. So let's lighten up a bit and get ready for the Cultural Rebels. Thank you. All right, thank you. Please a round of applause for the cultural rebels. Thank you very much. That was amazing. All right, please, I would encourage everyone to be seated. Ushers, please. Please be seated. All right, please, we are going to another important moment. It's a segment I would encourage everyone to actively participate in, and it's a beautiful one, honestly. It's so much to be. And I want to welcome for the keynote address, just for some few minutes we'll be spending, of course, she will be there. For the few minutes we'll be spending here on this segment, a woman that will do justice to that, an amazing woman. Please, may I be permitted to join the presence of Dr. Flores O. Iramusi for the keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, please,
Good afternoon, everybody. Please, man has properly welcomed all dignitaries here present and other well-notable people. Therefore, I would like to stand on that existing protocol to bring to you here on behalf of a seasoned Vice Chancellor, Professor Oke Onuchukwu. He is a Vice Chancellor of a renowned university, Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. On this note, I bring to you a very interesting topic titled The Nexus of Artificial Intelligence and Humanity in the 21st Century, Emerging Considerations. Please, can you help with the slides so that to be at the top of every game ordinarily, meaning that we should know, it is expected that we know everything. So whatever any new formation comes in, it is expected that an academic should know. So that gives me a little concern. And when I look at AI, I see AI as a threat. And I tell myself, this AI, I will control you. Okay, because in academics, if you are not current, then you are not current. So most times we try to be current with latest topics and issues, matters that are arising. Sometimes you wonder why we don't really come out to talk. We don't talk anyhow until we have facts. We are trained ordinarily to gather information and come out with actual facts. So without wasting so much of your time, I'm going to be explaining. Please just let the slides. I don't need to show. I'm not the one. Just put the slides, please. That is important for me because everybody needs to be carried along as I speak. agency in an era where intelligence is increasing in non-human agents. 3, how can humanity preserve its ethical foundations, employment stability, and autonomy in an accelerating automation era? Accelerating automation era. Next, please. Historical context of AI from automation or automata to autonomy. Now, what do we mean by this? From automata to autonomy. This is a phrase used to describe the evolution of intelligent systems. Early rule-based mechanical and computational machines. Computational machines are automata. To modern systems and separated systems. The birth of AI, you can see from this picture generated from manual typewriter to desktop, and from desktop these are AI. Can you get to the next topic, please? There were self-operating machines designed to mimic human or animal actions. Right. Hephaestus, this used to be a man that is called the god of iron. He's well-known craftsman, a well-known craftsman. This happened 3,000 years ago. He's a Greek engineer where he developed and constructed a robot that could help him perform his job well. Again, these early inventions laid the ground Fast forward to 17th, 19th century, which can aptly bear reference as a philosophical period in evolution of AI. This man you're seeing on the screen is called Charles Babbage, the father of computer. He designed the analytical engine in general purpose. What are we trying to say here? Here, the point we're trying to make here is that AI or man have been looking for solution to real life problem solving. Here, I'm sure bother to ask ourselves, how come? Who created this computer? Funny enough, it is recorded that the first computer programmer in the world is a woman. And her name is Ada Lovelace. I know some of us here will say this name is called Ada. But honestly, while I was conducting a research, I looked at this name critically. And I had to go to YouTube to research a better pronunciation of this name. Because of course, I will come here and say Ada Lovelace. But we will still investigate. Solution that you can create sound. You can create sounds from these analytic engines that Charles Babbage created. Please, next. Data-driven revolution. The era of autonomy and beyond 21st century. The data-driven solutions refers to the profound global transformation across industries and societies, driven by the rapid generation, available and strategic use for data decision based in intuition, tradition or limited information to decision making. AI has moved from automation to autonomy. Do we agree here that AI is rapidly growing and indeed has moved from automation to autonomy? AI operates on its own. I was seated there when the chairman was speaking, and I didn't know my phone was still on WhatsApp. And I saw my phone typing everything he is saying, all by itself. It was just operating by itself. I did not command it. But maybe, somehow, because it's a touch screen, my phone touched somewhere, and it was just taking note of everything it was writing. And I smiled. I said, this is AI. You know? So it keeps evolving. It has evolved. It has less automation. Now is autonomy. It operates on its own. It regulates you and I. And that's why sometimes you find some dignitaries, you hardly find them on social media. Or else, the system, AI, will automatically generate their information and then spill it out on the internet, on social media, and everybody will see it. It's just a system that operates on its own. It's just moving, you know. So let's go to the next page. 2, advanced analytics and AI. Machine learning, predictive analytics, and deep learning allow organizations to extract meaningful insights. Like I said here, I do not need, there are some certain things I will hear, I do not need anybody to explain to me. Because AI is self-driven, I go online and I research what is the meaning of this, and I get the solution. I tell you, when I was when I was going through this paper rather, I started going back to search engines to get a clearer explanation, to get clearer pronunciations. So it transits, number 3, it transitions to evidence-based decision making. Some certain things, we'll find out that in this time, in this era, we do not even, I'm sure most of us here don't even listen to news anymore. We just go to Facebook, we go to Google, and before you know, We go to TikTok. Before you know, you just see videos playing of the latest thing that happened in Nigeria, as at in Abuja and wherever. That is called autonomy. It's self-driven. You just click Facebook, it's giving you information. You can flip. You did not need to command it. It's just giving you and feeding you with information. Please, next slide. Accelerating the imbalance conceptual of human agency. Now, what is the meaning of accelerating the imbalance? This means widening gap between technology and human agency. The ability of individuals and societies to make informed, autonomous, and meaningful decisions. The next one is, as technology advances at an exponential rate, human capacity to understand, control, or regulate these systems grows at slow pace. We must understand that, I think there was a situation, I've forgotten the country, where a particular child committed suicide just by asking AI questions. You can see AI has become people. When I got to the internet, they said the dark side of AI is controlling our human minds and our capacity, because it is designed to operate alone. It's designed to be autonomous. Please, next. And funny enough, when that case came up, this boy committed suicide because all the time he was always conversing with AI. And he told AI, I am having depression. How best do I solve this problem? And AI gave him a message and said, commit suicide. And he thought committing suicide would be the best solution. Why? Because AI has spoken. They made us believe that with any answer we want, we can ask AI and we'll get a result, right? And some of us will even argue. I remember on Facebook, somebody asked me a question. Operational manager and human resource manager, which is higher? And I said that both of them have similar functions, which may be causing conflict in an organization. The person told me that he went to AI and AI said they are not the same. I said, okay, let us read through their job description. And we read through their job description and they were similar, but AI, she said, they are not the same. And I said, practically speaking, is the job colliding? Is the duty of an operation manager colliding with that of the HR? And he said, yes, in the organization, and it's causing so much problem. I say, yes, because their jobs description are alike. For me, if you have a human resource manager, you do not need to have an operational manager. But I found it difficult. He found it difficult to believe me because AI has spoken. And that's the challenges that we face, or we will face with AI if we are not applying the HI to AI. Some of us will ask, what is AI? HI. HI means human intelligence. It is important that as we go through AI, we also have the HI to balance our decisions. Please go back. You have gone too far. So, what are human agency risks? The human, sorry, please pardon me because I can't really see clearly. This is supposed to come up, but it's so low and I have a little vision problem. What are human agency risks? Human agency risks refer to the potentials that undermine people's ability. Please, can you move this seat a little? Human ability. 1, to make independent decisions. 2, exercise control over their environment. Understand how decisions affect them or affect their mood. Participate meaningfully in social, economic, and organizational processes. These risks emerge when technological systems replace constraint or manipulations. Constraints or manipulate human choices. So here it is explained to us, and you can see that if we are not at the top or in control of AI, AI will automatically affect our decision making. If we completely rely on AI, it will affect our decision making, it will affect the way we handle issues, it will affect our culture, it will affect our values. The next slide, please. And in this next slide, you will observe that this woman is redundant because AI is taking or gradually taking over her position. Number 1, the cognitive dependence and de-skilling. AI systems become indispensable for daily decisions, there is a threat to cognitive atrophy in critical human skills. If we don't stay at the top of our job, take for instance, I know them days we used to have, when most organizations, before AI came into existence, used to have what they call, workers used to have what they call register. You register as you come to work, you write your name on attendance book. You also, that contains the time you came in. That developed to a point where we now have, most organizations now have clock in. I don't know if anybody has heard of clock-in. Clock-in device. When clock-in device came into play, what happened? Did the notebook stationery companies or firms, did they drop in sales? When clocking came, people don't spend money buying textbook and buying notebooks for attendance. So you use the clocking, and it saves a whole lot of drama. What happened? Who were controlling those devices? You see that they are autonomous. As you enter, you use your thumbprint. You thumbprint and it tells the time. It just automatically gives you information. The time you came in, who has come in, and the time you're leaving. That evolved to a point where they now use location app. I don't know if we know about it. Now there's an app that has been created specially for companies. What they do is, once the staff arrives, you just sign in. Automatically, the app tells the location of that staff. So you can't be in, what is it called? Let's assume that your workplace is in Stadium Road and you're trying to clock in from Abia State. It will just tell the HRO that this person is in Abia State trying to log into the office. What does that also do? It gives your office your information, your location, where you have been. Let's also look at what is it called? Let's look at our phones. Our phones. Please move on to the next place. Our phones. Before this time, we used to have what is called Nokia 3310. I don't know if anybody experienced when there was Nokia 3310. Then Nokia 3310 could only perform limited function, could only have limited functions. And what can Nokia 3310 do? Just send messages and make phone calls. But over time, it's evolved to phones, camera phones that you can use to video and you can use to do so many other things. Again, it's emerged and evolved to latest phones that can be used as laptops. Phones that you can use to conduct meetings and it can carry. Phones with bigger memory space, like a laptop. Phones that can download files, that can receive files, that can send files. These are all AI. And what happened to humanity at that point? What happened to humanity? Were we being controlled by the development of the mobile phone, or we controlled the mobile phone? Please, I'm asking a question. When our phones developed from Nokia 3310 to current mobile phones where we can now operate and do so many things, even see somebody abroad, download files, share files, conduct meetings, Zoom meetings, have group chats, have a community and all that. Were we being controlled by the phone or the phone controlled us? Or it's both ways? Both ways. We control it. But I think we are more in control. Don't you think so? We still controlled it. 2, the crisis of algorithm. The crisis of algorithmic bias and justice. Algorithmic bias refers to the systematic and repeatable errors in AI systems that creates unfair outcomes for certain groups, particularly marginalized communities. This bias has created injustice. Okay? So, what are these biases and justice? You can see that AI, please move on to the next one. AI gives most times a false information about somebody. How does AI do this? You carry her picture, put on on another body in AI, and it acts and begin to say things that ordinarily it is not the original person that said it. Okay? Sometimes we see animation, we see where you see, with due respect, our president dancing with the minister, Wiki. Again, you see several occasions where AI is used to create something that is not ordinary. Please move to the next one. A great example. Move on. You see a picture of a man. Yes, this is a good example of what AI can do. How damaging. You can see this picture. The first picture was taken with two men in another location. And this, with the same face, the same posture, and a different dressing in another location. And here, I can translate as AI pictures. That look at these two people, they have been friends. I want to talk like AI, okay? AI stories. These two people have been friends. Here shows where they went to school, graduated, they were friends. Here was one of their ceremonies. And look at them when they wanted to kill them and how they smiled when they were buried alive. I don't know if anybody has come across this kind of scenarios. As they were about to kill them, they smiled and waved at everybody. The picture is showing here. You may not see it from this side. So this is how AI misrepresents some situations. Please move on. Strategies for equilibrium, a human-centric framework. The human-centric framework for equilibrium focuses on restoring balance between technological power and human agency in increasing data file in AI-driven world. Given these profound risks to human agency and social cohesion, it is imperative that we ponder on some considerations that are geared towards ensuring that AI remains a tool for human flourishing rather than a force for society dissolution. Move on, please. Proactive governance and accountability. This refers to the anticipatory, forward-looking system of oversight designed to ensure that technology, organizational, and algorithmic processes remain aligned with human rights. It is important that we understand that, or we create a platform where AI aligns with human rights, because from the level at which AI is going, it's beginning to interfere in the lives, in the affairs, in our processes, in our systems, directing us on what to do. But it is important that we stay at the top and rather see AI as a tool that we can collaborate with. Please go to the next place, that we can collaborate with to achieve a lot of goals. Move on, please. In conclusion, balancing AI and humanity in the 21st century is a challenge that we must confront from urgency and wisdom. The power of AI is undeniably offering the potential to solve humanity's ground challenges, from climate change to diseases. I'm sure some of us know that there are some equipments right now that there's a watch, I know, that you can use to test your blood pressure. 10 days, I know that when I was pregnant for one of my babies, there's this thing, I don't know if anybody experienced it from their doctor, is like a funnel. You put it on the stomach of a pregnant woman to hear the heartbeat of the woman, of the baby, the heartbeat of the baby. That advanced to using stethoscope to listen to heartbeats. It also advanced to X-ray machines, where you can now even hear the heartbeats of a child, even outside the stomach. However, realizing that this future requires us to define the terms of our ownership with machine, we must embrace AI, not as a competitor, but as an advanced collaborator, governed by ethical frameworks that firmly place human dignity, fairness, and self-determination at the center. The 21st century demands that we exercise our unique human capabilities, wisdom, empathy, and foresight to build the guardrails that ensure AI progress leads us to a more equitable and flourishing human future, not a diminishing human future. I'm sure we all understand this. This is a solution. We should all ensure that AI is not a problem, because a lot of persons feel that AI is a problem, but it is not. It is important that for us to be able to accept AI in this our time, we should all collaborate. See AI as a tool that we can command and use for effectiveness. It shouldn't be seen as a tool that should bring down humanity to a point where jobs will be lost, people will be redundant, but rather it should be seen as a tool that we will collaborate with to enhance productivity. Thank you very much for listening.
Please, we can do that better for Dr. Florence O. Iramusi. That was a keynote address, and that was amazing. Thank you so much, ma. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, while we are getting ready for the panel discussion, just a few things and then we'll have a break. I think during that break, there will be so much to energize us the more. Then we'll continue with the rest of the things. Remember, after the last section, there will be an after party, I think, happening also here in this auditorium. Thank you, Dr. Florence, for that wonderful note. And Dr. Florence, please, to put this right, the picture of the woman that you showed us for the official birth of AI, I don't want to correct you, but I want to say that that is my cousin, Ada. We are from Abia State, Umokori, somewhere in Abasa local. That's my sister. But if I say now, they will say I have pride that I'm claiming relationship. That's my sister. So take that as a note. And the phone you said that was typing when the chairman was addressing us, can my own phone do that? Is it a techno phone? Since there is nobody asking any question, it can do that. Okay, if I have WhatsApp, okay. Because the way AI is going, me, I'm becoming afraid if that thing is spirit or something. I don't want to use it. Can you imagine? I read on the internet yesterday, Dubai, they have AI machine that cuts the hair. Have you seen that on the internet? A machine that can cut your hair to whatever style. Just 1 second, you go, you put your head inside a machine, bring it out, it takes it a curve. Have you seen that? Currently, check on your YouTube. At Dubai, a woman that has the kind of hair, there also says, if this one, you won't pay for anything, just enter, and it's kept in public places. People can access them. AI is doing a lot to me. I'm even afraid. I don't want to be associated with AI. Because we are in the end time, a lot of things are happening. So you just put your hair, it will take a woman's hair to any style you picked from the pictures. Just start within 5 seconds. I don't know what is controlling the AI. So, Doctor, thank you so much. And the one I don't like about your lecture is the one you said that AI, if you clock in, if you sign in Port Harcourt and then there's family emergency in Aba, you now go to attend. Now AI will now start showing you your location. So this small salary why they collect from government in my local government, you want to spoil it because of AI? Doctor, we have to see after this thing. There are things you tell them, report to them, the people that bring in, tell them there are some things that they should not do. You don't cut a family man's a source of income because of machine. Who is even AI? Not a human being. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Florence. That was beautiful. All right, please, we have 30 minutes panel section. After that, I think we are ready for the first break. That'll be a time to, when I see this break, I should call it lunch break, Doctor. This should be lunch break. So please, the organizers, consider lunch break. I just saw break. So it will not be breakout session to go and start discussing again. We've been taught, we've learned well. Thank you. May God bless you for the teachings, Dr. Florence. So I think the breakout session should be, the break session should be a lunch section. But to that effect, just for 30 more minutes, keynote address, I would have the honor and privilege to welcome to the podium. Of course, we have someone that will coordinate this particular session for 30 minutes probably, and it will be a beautiful one. So I'll crave your indulgence, please, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just exercise a little patience, and then we'll be out with this particular first phase. Please, may I welcome Mrs. Fortune Ogoma, please. Are you around? A round of applause for Mrs. Fortune Ogoma, please. She'll be the one handling this session. We have discussions to make, and then it's a panel session. Please, the better you clap and the faster she comes, please. Mrs. Fortune. Thank you so much. Okay, please, before I hand over the microphone, sir, please. Sorry, before I do that, please, there's an emergency call for a car to be reparked, please. It's very important. Reverse plate number, reverse K. Okay, it's a Kia car, Kia products, rather, BRR118LN. Kia products, reverse plate number, BRR118LN. Please, your attention is needed, is important. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're all looking radiant today. Really, it is a spectacular day. I salute every one of us here who has made time to be here. Thank you. Ndewonu. And now, AI. Dr. Florence has dismantled the topic for today. She has splintered it, she has merged it, and she has shown us the nexus between AI and the 21st century. Thank you, ma. I don't know how many of us has phones, not 3310, because Doc said we have moved from 3310 now. How many of us have smartphones here, please? If you have a smartphone, I want to see your hand. If you have a smartphone, I want to see your hand. In that smartphone, how many of us has what they call ChatGPT? You have it. Okay, MC, please. I'm giving you a prompt. Open your phone. Do you know the password? Okay. Go to ChatGPT. Anybody can do that, please, as I'm saying, because it's random. Type. Can I continue? Please give a brief citation of me. Just write this in your ChatGPT. You're having network issue. Please, those who have data, please, a brief citation of me or of myself in your phone. Who has done that? Who has done that? Okay. Can you please tell us what ChatGPT says about you?
It's a general network problem. It's not data.
You have. Okay. Somebody.
Okay, let us speak. Okay.
Yeah, my ChatGPT says, could you please share a few details such as your full name, and you put in brackets if different from Uzo Ijoba,
You see, that is the automation doctor
your
was talking
profession
about.
or field, key achievements or rules.
Okay,
That's my
Dr. China.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that happened because you've not been using ChatGPT, so it doesn't know much about you. I wrote, please give a brief citation of me, and the response I got was, here's a brief, polished citation for you. China Acheru is the programs manager of Nigeria's biggest radio station, Wazobia FM, a seasoned sports journalist and media professional. He made history in April 2018 as the first Nigerian to watch 1,000 football matches in a stadium, a record he has since extended to 1,045 games. His work blends storytelling, analysis, and an unwavering passion for sports development in Nigeria.
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you very much. Can somebody, who else has this page on? Who has their biography open? Who else? I want some other person. I'm giving another prompt. I'm giving in another prompt. Can I go ahead? Who has seen their biography or citation? Now, in another prompt, write, can I be the president of Nigeria? Can I be the president of Nigeria? I want to see what AI is saying about you. Who is there? Who is there yet? Network issue. Okay. So I don't think AI wants to let that out of the bag now. So this is just a little thing of what AI can do. How much AI can shape in our learning, our mindset. Okay, ma. Okay, Doc. Doc wants to tell me. Okay, can you be the president of that prompt? Did you use that? We've had that. I want to see the next prompt. Can I be the president of Can I be the president? Who is there yet? I know. So let's move ahead. Today we're talking about maintain the balance, AI and the 21st century. We know we're in the 21st century and we're bedeviled with a lot of things. Innovations, problems, insecurity. Nigeria is one of those countries that are facing more and more problems by the day. What AI is trying to tell us, or what AI is offering this society, this generation, is enormous. And if we do not hold or understand our cultures and our traditions and hold firm, we might lose the way. Now, AI can tell you, when I say the next prompt, AI can tell you, you can be the president. Depending on what you have added, you have put in, the prompt you put in is what you get. It is artificial intelligence. It doesn't take away the human intelligence. To discuss this today, I have 4 personalities from different sectors. I have a professor of early childhood education in the person of, please help me welcome as I call them to stage, in the person of Professor Nnamdi Aneru. Professor Nnamdi Aneru is the HOD, Early Childhood Education Department from Ignatius Ajiru University of Education. He will today dissect and share how AI affects the future of learning from early childhood. And then we move on to an expert in culture and orientation to help us understand AI through the lenses of value, identity, and society. This person is in the person of Dr. Evelyn Musu. Dr. Evelyn Musu. She is a director, NTA Lagos, and she's here to share on orientation and culture. How do we talk about AI without talking about media and entertainment? We have this person in the person of Dr. China, or he's corrected me, Mr. China or Elder China, as we say in spectacular dialect, Elder China, Ikwereman Acheru. Mekasa. And the last but not the least is a lawyer who will be telling us and guiding us on ethics, law, and digital rights. He is our own BOT Secretary, Chairman, Barrister Chinwem. Please, Barrister Chinwem, please come forward. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this alumni networking event. Artificial intelligence is reshaping how we work, learn, and interact. While AI presents enormous opportunities, it also comes with risk, and we must understand and manage today. Our goal is simple: to learn, reflect, and explore how to use AI wisely without losing the human touch that makes us who we are. Welcome, my honored panelists. To go into this, I'll have the first question to the only woman in the panel. You know, we women were strong. And so she'll be handling these 3 men all by herself. The kind of things I like to do. Okay, Ma, how would you describe AI in your words based on your field? There's a microphone there.
Thank you. AI, like you rightly said, you define the way you're saying the whole thing. AI is machine intelligence. AI is imputed intelligence. You described it when you were asking some questions, and you said, ask somebody, give me a profile of myself. And AI was asking you for your own profile. So AI is machine intelligence.
Thank you, Ma. And then, Doc, the same question goes to you.
Well, I want to say that I'm not the head of department. I was the head of department a long time ago. I'm just a salary teacher in that department.
Sorry, sir. I'll update my AI on it.
Yes, I'll update your AI. That's by the way. So if I'm asked to explain or define what is artificial intelligence, I will have to draw my definition or conceptualization from the term artificial. What is artificial? Artificial is something not original. Artificial is something not man-made. It's something fabricated. It's something that is, created. Some people can call it fake because it is artificial. In our own context, when you say something is artificial, you are looking at it as being fake, not exactly what it's supposed to be. So, which means that the intelligence being exhibited is not the actual intelligence. Sorry, you may be talking to the wrong person because I am not a fan of AI. I think that this side of the world, we don't need AI for now. Even though a lot of speakers are supporting AI. That would be very controversial. So go by that definition in the first instance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that sound answer. Barrister Chinwe. You would agree, we're discussing AI. When we say maintain the balance with AI, what does that mean to you? When we say maintain the balance with AI?
Thank you very much. I want to thank everyone for coming, and I also want to thank the organizers for the topic. Like Doctor said, I'm not also a fan of AI. Before I was given this topic to discuss, I had never used AI to do any work. Now the reason is simple. Whilst we agree that AI is a needed tool to help us in what we are doing, I'm in an industry where someone has to take responsibility. So if you outsource that responsibility by saying that AI is responsible for your output, then that becomes a problem. So for me, AI is very well needed by lawyers, students, judges, but there has to be an ethical angle to it. If you want to maintain the balance, by the time you get the input from AI, you must look at it to ensure that it abides by all the laws, and you take responsibility of the final output. It is that responsibility angle that I see as maintaining the balance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. Dr. China, you're into media and entertainment. Can you describe the influence of AI in the media and entertainment sector?
Especially in sports.
The truth is, artificial intelligence has come to stay. Because for one, it's helped make the job easier. The speed of production. AI has helped with speed of production. It has helped with research. It has helped with editing videos, editing content ideas, even with algorithm on how you can spread your content out to the public. So for me, when it comes to the media, AI has come to stay. Editing scripts become easier, doing background checks become easier, and if you're a media person and you're not using AI, you need to ask yourself again, because it has really come to stay for us in the media industry.
Thank you. Now,
do you agree that AI has changed the way media operates and contents are created and consumed, especially when Dr. showed us picture of seemingly two guys in different locations? These are problems of fake news and fake pictures going on. What do you think? How do you think AI has changed media consumption and creation?
About fake news, right? AI did not create fake news, it has always been there. But I can say AI supercharged it because, like what the picture she showed us, and that's because there are apps you can use for deepfakes. There are apps you can use to superimpose one face and another person's body. So if it comes to misinformation, everything that has a good side has a bad side. So yes, a lot of people can use AI for misinformation. You know, you can get someone's voice just to say a few words for 15 seconds, and you can get that voice reading the script, and something you can say, China Chedu said this, which they actually say. So for misinformation, yes, but the thing, there's fact-checking. In the media industry, we need to do a lot of fact-checking. There are apps for fact-checking, there's a procedure for fact-checking. So as much as we recognize the fact that there is misinformation around, aided by AI sometimes. We have our means to fact check. And if you fact check well enough, then as a media person, you should not be bothered by people that use AI for misinformation.
Thank you very much.
Prof, having listened to the last speaker, I have a question. Do you think AI in the 21st century can replace important parts of early childhood teaching and learning? Why or why not?
Well, even though I'm not a fan of AI, AI indeed would be useful in some components of educating the child. If you remember, those of us in education, we were advised to educate the child through storytelling. And these stories are better told these days with AI. So it imposes some impression on the child. So it can preoccupy the child and exposing the child to the do's and don'ts of the society. But one other challenge I have, even while Plato, our older brother in the profession, advised that we should teach children with stories, is that most of those stories are fictitious. And by the time the child grows up, he realizes that the stories are fake. And he believes that the world is fake. And I attribute to the insincerity of men to that background. So if you look at it the other way around, it has some challenges. So yes, AI can help build the child language skills. It can help build the child to solve problems. It can help build up his digital literacy. In fact, oftentimes I call my children to come and assist me operate my little handsets, do one thing in the, what do you call it, in the laptop. For them, they are already used to those things because they are closer to it than myself, you know. So AI indeed helps in those areas. But if you come the other way around, the child as an individual, as a growing person, doesn't need so much fake. Why? The child himself is fake. Why is the child fake? The child is trying to survive. The child is trying to learn. The child is not yet an adult, but wants to do things that the adult does. So what does it do? Which means in every event, in every activity, in every action taken by the child, there are errors, and he wants to be taught. And you are bringing something, fabricating those that looks original to him. So you end up producing an entity or an individual who may likely malfunction because he grew from the background of what? Operating with things that are not original. So it's a two-way thing, I must say. But it is useful. We cannot completely do away with AI. But if I wanted to talk on, there are a lot of areas I have to point at. And that was why I said that in this our own side of the world, do we need AI? Can we maintain it? Are we there yet? These are issues that we should ask before saying, let's apply it on the child. How many schools can apply AI in the first place? How many schools in our locality? So we shouldn't be talking about AI so much so that we don't mislead our people, because this is a nation where what they see in China, what they see in Japan, they want to bring it home. And the basic foundation of facilities that should enable us carry those, copy what we are saying there, are not laid. The patterns are not laid. So these are my own worries about imitating what is happening in the other world. And I'm happy that when you go and you see that Nigeria or none of the African countries are not among the patronizers of AI. Among the 10 leading nations, Nigeria is not there. And most African nations are not there. You talk of France, you talk of Japan, you talk of China, you talk of US, you talk of Germany, you talk of Israel, and so on. None of us here in Africa is there yet. We are just trying to. Thank you. Maybe let me not take much time of other panelists.
Thank you very much. Building on what Prof has said, Dr. Evelyn, a few years ago, 5 years to be precise, the world experienced a bitter eclipse, the COVID-19, which would always be part of our 21st century history. It changed a lot of things, a lot of how we learn, how we interact, and it brought the global nation together to say globalization. Now, how does AI threaten our cultural heritage, and how can it help preserve it?
Thank you very much. Well, quickly, I want to tell Prof, whether you like AI or not, it has come to stay. You can't run away from it. AI has come to stay, so the earlier you accept AI, the better for you. Because if you don't accept AI, AI will come look for you. That's the truth. The truth is, AI, like we said, presently is assisted intelligence. Presently. But the threat is that what AI gives is what you impute into it. I was always fall back to when you ask somebody to give us a profile. And I also was there. I'm glad that China gave his own response and said to her, probably you've not been doing AI. So probably she's not been assisting AI to give details about herself. But China probably has been doing a lot of that, and so AI got to know so much about him. And now, when they're talking about give me a profile of yourself, he doesn't have anything to say. Until she imputes it, he will keep it, and AI now tells you another story. That's where the threat is. Who is imputing in AI? What are they writing? AI is machine and has a lot of brain. It has a lot of data. It has a large capacity for storage, which humans don't have. And then gradually, this present generation, we are imputing into AI. We are writing into AI. What are we writing? To what purpose? Whatever you impute into AI now will drive AI in so many other years. So which means the threat is about our generation, and not our children, our children's children. It's what they have now, because ultimately, right now, AI is relying on our intelligence to give us information. Gradually, human beings will be relying on AI to get information, because most of us probably will not be around at that time. And then, what does that mean? The culture will be shaped. AI can preserve culture. It can tell the stories, it can tell you to whatever purpose, but the values might be broken. What are the values? The values are the emotions, the spirituality, the connectivity. We're Africans. What makes us Africans are just those times we come together, we rely. Back in the days, to hear stories, you sit down as a family and listen to folklores, whether they are real or fake. But there are stories that are told. And you see the real persons telling you real stories. At such point, you can even stumble on some stories you didn't know existed. But now, AI is gradually forming the foundation. And this AI will now tell you, this is what it is. You see a white man telling you the story of your village because of what he knows. The biases are there. So gradually, these biases come to become the truth. Because what they are away, with children can see. So AI is good or bad depending on the purpose and the person putting it there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. Now, building on that, what changes do you advise this generation to prepare for?
Oh, well, not just this generation, but to everybody know that the AI, he was talking about fact check. How many people really care for fact checks? The average person is mentally lazy. Especially now in the days of Google. All you need to do is they say, ask Google. Anything you ask Google. But Google is gradually going on the back seat because we now know that AI is a peak of ICT. So we have to consciously guide what we put in there. And then, the truth is that AI gets all the information. If you tell lies and I tell the truth and he tells the truth and he tells, AI gets confused. At some point, you must have to come up with stories. So I think we have to consciously ensure that the stories that are told are the stories of our cultural heritage. Because the culture is your identity. The cultural values is what defines us. Those are the anger that if a society can be destroyed, not just because there's no money, but because values are broken. And if values are preserved, so it's our duty to ensure that we preserve its culture.
Thank you. Barrister Chief, from what she has said, we're talking about ethics. Do you think the legal system need to prepare for another set of laws to regulate AI?
You have to permit me to read. I'm a bit destabilized. I've been traveling too much. So we're at crossroads at the moment. We don't need a new set of laws. The existing laws can stretch. We have a solid base already. We have the Data Protection Act 2023. We have the Cyber Crimes Act 2015. We have the Copyright Act 2022. We have sector rules like SEC Global Advisory Guidelines. These cover data privacy, cybersecurity, IP, and algorithmic accountability. And they are being applied to AI-driven products today. Updating them with a clearer language on automated decision-making, bias audits, and AI-generated content can go a long way without reinventing the wheel. The draft Artificial Intelligence Control and Regulation Bill shows the government feels something specific is needed. It would create a national AI council, impose registration and licensing for high-risk systems, and set out risk-based standards that existing statutes don't spell out. A standalone act can also address emerging issues like liability for AI-generated defamation and the use of foundational models that current laws are silent on. The sweet spot is that many experts suggest a hybrid approach. Keep the broad principle-based statutes we have already. That's keep our laws the way it is, principle-based. Put a layer on focused AI statute that fills the gap. That way you get the flexibility to adapt quickly while still having a clear enforceable framework for the technologies that pose the highest risks. So rather than a brand new legal code from scratch, we will upgrade what we have plus a new model, update the existing toolbox, and add a purpose-built AI law to handle the big AI challenges. That seems to be the direction to go. So what I'm trying to say is that we have something like a kind of like hybrid, because our legislations, for anything to operate, there has to be a written law. We have the legislation, and we use policies, we use directives to fill in the gaps, to cope with the flexibility of AI, because life moves really fast and the laws may not be able to catch up. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, the panelists, if you have any question, let us keep it short, under 1 minute. So, if you have any question, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elijah. My question goes to the panelists. From my standpoint, everyone on the panel is above 40, and about 50% of the panelists are of the opinion that they don't have anything to do with AI. I was in a panel, a WhatsApp group, and a professor from the University of Port Harcourt asked the question, how did the Tekewa woman dress before the colonial era? And she's a professor already, and I told her, and if you go back to the culture of the Tekewa person, you will realize that they use the plantain leaves as their covering. Look at their masquerades and all of that. How did I get this information? Because I grew up under my grandmother, who told me tales of all these things. If, with what we have already known about AI, if every one of us is saying we don't have anything to do with it, and leave the younger generation to impute information into AI, what do we intend to achieve in the years to come if we all should move away because of whatever we think is happening today? My question is simple to the panelists. So as to prompt them to realize that in the next 20, 50 years, all that our children generation today have put in AI. Please help us, panelists. What do you think will be the fate of our children 50 years from today if we neglect or run away from being part of this story of history making that AI is bringing to our generation.
Yes. I think that she mentioned something like that when she said the fear will be our children, and we may not be alive around at that time. Because it's what you put in that you get out. So I think it's our duty to tell these stories. For example, I started a project early this year where I tell unique sports stories that many people don't even know about. I make videos of it. I'm sure if any of you follow football, you know that Nigeria did not go for the AFCON in 1996. We had the head of state at that time, Abacha. But when you don't know that, the reason why we didn't go was the killing of the Ogoni 9. Many people don't know that. So when I told that story, a lot of people said, I never did so from this angle. So the point now is that it's what we put in now that will come out tomorrow. So we have the duty, the historians amongst us, the human rights activists amongst us, the educationers amongst us, should tell these stories, give these examples, and it's what we put in basically that will come out tomorrow, just like she said. So that's where the challenge is. If we don't tell the right stories now, our children and children will be told the wrong stories from AI.
Please, I come in a little here. I want to observe or believe that we are undergoing knowledge evolution, which means we are changing from what we are used to something new that becoming, which will automatically become the norm. So the culture we cultivate now will help us tomorrow. So AI does not need to be used singly. That is, if plugs a child to AI, forget about what he's doing. There should be that human complement to regulate what the AI gives to us. By that way, we'll get the real fact that we need. But if we abandon it, the children can do anything with it, we'll run into trouble. Recently, if you visit most of the institutions, maybe for external exams or something like that, you find that graduates are not coming up to tell you that their theses are written with AI, because you see it there. And you ask them questions about it, they have nothing to offer you, they have nothing to say. Then if you employ them based on what they have, what do you think they are going to offer? They are going to offer nothing too. They will tell you AI will come and do it. So we must try to bridge the gap, complement what AI is doing and what the AI will do for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please, just one last question, please. Okay, let's take the comments.
Good day, gentlemen. Mine is a comment. Like Prof said, before now, I'm not a fan of AI. But I've realized that because I believe that it's going to make people lazy. But it is handy, and it has come to stay. Why do I say it's handy? A few days ago, I had a challenge. I had a written address that I needed to do, and there was no time. It was 7, and I heard the judge said, look, you must submit before the next date. I was reading close. What did I do? It just occurred to me that, look, go to AI and see what you can do. And immediately I typed. It popped up answers, authorities and all that. But immediately I submitted, I remember there is a danger I need to. I had no time to verify the answer that had been given to me. And I submitted it. I was just praying in court, no, look, let the judge not go and say, I submitted, and again, our young ones, it will make them lazy. Like Prof said, people will be so lazy. For me now, I have to go back to verify those authorities. But how many people will do that? To verify, to know that what AI has given them is right or wrong. So we need to be mindful while applying AI. That's my comment.
So I just have 1 minute, and I want to respond to what my learned friend said. So there is this concept of responsibility everybody has to be wary of. AI does not clearly explain the data it collects, how it stores it, and how it gives it up. So, which means you're not advised about how to use or limit the use. So you're in the dark about the information that you're giving out. So for me, I always advise, verify, and look at the privacy policies of the AI to see if there are indemnities. All in all, the responsibility rests on the person that takes advantage of that information and publishes it. If there is any legal responsibility, you cannot cite AI, you carry that responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you. What I gathered from this is that we're learning special, we're thinking special. While we are letting assistant intelligence help us work faster, change our reasoning, we should also apply our human reasoning. Thank you. Now my short citation from AI. My name is Fortune Ogoma, a warm, engaging ambivalent who thrives in meaningful connections while deeply valuing the peace of her personal space. A proud wife, mother, educator, HR professional entrepreneur. Fortune blends emotional intelligence with strategic thinking in everything she does. Whether she's leading people, coaching entrepreneurs, creating beautiful spaces, or hosting events, she brings a rare mix of warmth and depth and quiet power. And that's me, your girl. Thank you.
Okay, please, I think the panelists, thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for them. The panelists, thank you. The discussants, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, they were supposed to take some photographs before they leave, but I think they were captured. You captured some of the moments, right? The panelists. Okay, thank you. Please, or you can do that at the backdrop since they're already out. There'll be a section for some little fun. Then you can take that opportunity to do that. Please, we are still working with time, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please, some VIPs walked in, and you are specially welcomed. Thank you. We are progressing. This is
the Imo State University Alumni Association Reverse Spectacular Chapter. We've done some quite good jobs as we started this event till this very moment. Thank you so much. Please, at this point,
to the next thing, I want to pray, please, every food and every water is blessed in Jesus' name. Amen. So while the Shady Peas gathering is doing justice to the first part of what we take, we'll see progress and match up everything and ensure that we have a beautiful time together. So I want to enjoy it. Please sit tight. There is so much we have for you, and then you will have to definitely enjoy yourself. Okay, let me please introduce or bring to the podium for the remarks. This one is coming from a distinguished guest, a special guest of honor, to be precise, a special guest of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to specially welcome to this podium the presence of Chief Right Honorable Dr. Chinyere E. Igwe Esquire. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for Honorable Dr. Chinyere Igwe for some 5-minute remarks.
As we proceed, please, can we do that better as it comes up? Thank you so much.
Of course, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council, Ignatius Ajuri, University of Education, Port Harcourt. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me adopt existing correct protocols and therefore say happy Saturday to everybody for this August gathering in November. Let me acknowledge that the issue being discussed is very germane, as put together by the Port Harcourt Spectacular Chapter. The issue of AI is on the front burner in the society today. And I want to throw my weight behind those who support AI. I'm sure that if you go through your program, my Vice Chancellor has spoke extensively about artificial intelligence. As my sister said, assistant intelligence. even the guest lecturer, Dr. Florence, who Iran will say, so that people will know you. So that, you know, for those of us who are in this sector, we believe that when you talk is money. You have spoken. The next time you want to talk, people should pay you. That is it. So all of us, even the minutest of businesses today, must have something to do with assisted intelligence or artificial intelligence. Let me give you a scenario. You want to do a letterhead. Those days, when you do letterhead by putting some metal together, is gone. If you go to your phone, want to do a letterhead, just type in your business name or your name. AI will give you a letterheaded design. You don't need to waste time. So if in Nigeria we say we don't want to follow the trend, that means we want to go back to 17th century, and I'm sure our great-grandchildren will punish us, because some of us are complaining today that our forebearers we are not part of the industrial revolution. That is why we are where we are today in this country. Otherwise, while our people were being used to build the railway station in United Kingdom, France, and New York, what were our people doing? Why we cannot even have railway station in Nigeria as of today? So artificial intelligence and what we call disruptive technology has come to stay, and we must be part of it. So whatever you do, please acknowledge it, key into it, and be part of it. Thank you, and congratulations for a wonderful event.
Thank you, sir. I think that was precise. That was beautiful. All right, please, on that note, we are still progressing. There's a small assignment we'll be doing together. This will relax us. It will be lasting for 6 minutes. It will relax us as we get ready to enter the next segment of the event for the afternoon. So to do this, to achieve this, distinguished guests, please, if you have your phones, please help us and do this. Just turn your phone to the camera. Turn the camera off. This exercise is for everybody. If you have your phone, turn it to the camera and turn it to selfie. While we are doing that, I would want us all, please, shall we all be on our feet? Everybody just stand up for 5 minutes. This is everybody. Please be on your feet, everybody. Please, the content creators, be alive. This will be a beautiful moment. We may have not experienced this, but today is a special day. Let's catch the phone for 5 minutes. See what will happen here. We'll do the magic together. So put your phone on selfie. I hope we are all proud of our phone. The only phone I respect is the one of Dr. Florence that can record things without she typing. And Dr. Florence, I can tell you, that one is not AI. That one is juju. Now juju. All right, every phone on selfie. Let's do this. Every phone. So that selfie is not for you alone. It's going to be for every dignitary, every distinguished guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to your notice. We have men that have entered here. We have women, great women of the society. If I start explaining and introducing some, you will shout. Dignitaries are here. VVIPs are here. Are we ready? DJ will give me a song. That song is a popular song. So take your time off the stress of the country. Take your time off everything. Forget the stress. Forget say you did Nigeria. Just assume say we did Canada. All of us now. Then you sing the song with the DJ. Sing the song to your friend. Sing the song to someone you value. Someone that is looking good. Someone that is looking amazing. And then we catch the moment together on
selfie. After that you can post. DJ, are you ready? Let's have the song on 3. We are doing this together, everybody. You can leave your seat and move around. Are you ready?
Move around. You are going to be singing the song together. Move around. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go. I'm not hearing your voices. Do yourself.
I see you, bro.
So nobody's expected to leave the hall.
I just have to introduce that song to make us feel a bit relaxed and get ready for the next segment. After party will continue after the second segment of this event today. So please, I would now want to urge, before we proceed, can we all go back to our seats? Of the greatest instance, of the greatest stars. Oh, I know they feel the vibe. I said, of the greatest of the greatest stars. Greatest bro. I know they hear now. Greatest bro. Greatest one. Are you sure about that? Please, may we all be seated. Thank you. Imo stars are very organized people, very amazing people. No wonder the River Spectacular chapter, spectacular means amazing. So the River's amazing chapter, spectacular, decided to organize this. Please, may we be seated and let there be silence as we have always observed. Thank you. Please, everyone standing. People are still taking selfies. It was a beautiful moment. I just thought about the economy. I said, because as the program was going on, I saw some people's faces spiritually. I was seeing people frowning from the spiritual angle. I saw a lady from my left hand. She was frowning.
And what I saw written on her head was 2,500 naira in brackets, never be. I said, never be.
Is that why you are frowning? Have fun for once, ma. So I said, okay, let me introduce something to alleviate us from the toast. A lot has been happening in the country recently. So I have to say, let me introduce that. Please, let's get to our seats. On your tables, there are
different wines, and I think so, most of them are alcoholic wines. I've seen William Lawson is a strong alcoholic wine. Please, for the
of what is good and acceptable, not to repugnant to public policy, I will advise as the MC. Please drink the ones you know. Don't go and do what my uncle did. Any alcohol you see on the table, ask questions before you drink. Some of them have high percentage.
My uncle, they did a child traditional marriage last December 24th. Out of joy and excitement.
The man decided to drink everything he saw. They brought Henneken, he drank. They brought Budweiser, he drank. They brought Hilo, he drank. They brought us, he drank. They brought William Wilson, he drank. He mixed 27 different types of alcohol.
And drank to stupor.
He never knew when he forgot himself and followed in-laws in bus and went back to Akwa Ibom that night.
We didn't know. It was around.
We started looking for my uncle where in daughter married. Now we call, we even go to police report. It was around to 3 that we called Akwa Ibom. They said the man won and they find if we are pink, we say yes. If we are white shoe, we say
yes. If we are orange dress, because my uncle loves Don Riot. If we are orange dress, we say yes. They say, hey, he said in there for back of course they sleep. I said to him now, they said, how do we bring him back? I said, don't bring him back, we'll bring him. The next one,
my uncle back to Aba. We went and cleared the way. God bless you, my Oga. I don't pick money. Where is AI? Dr. Florence, they'll spend the money, I can't pick the money. What do I do with AI? AI there here. So, please, drink the ones you know and feel
free, be happy. I was even surprised. Things are happening. When I was telling them that naked is better than into is because one year.
They answer a question in Aba. They answer simple question interview. They answer, please, what is the capital? What is the capital of Australia? Now they get a reply. Akwa Ibom.
Only problem we have as naked is English. Apart from that, we are very good people. All these English
men, we are still having fun back to back after this, the after party. We are going straight to item of program number 13. Please, where that is going on, the kitchen, thank God you are already sharing the chops. And I heard that after this appetizer, then the men stuff will be dished out. And I think I'm much more interested in the men stuff, not because of my sake, but because of people. So
we have an address and it will be coming courtesy of the planning committee chairperson. So please,
if you are available, sir, or my brother, whichever, I will have to bring you in. Elder Neka. Okay, that's a female, rather. Elder Neka Dango. Please, now where you are, can we have you for the planning committee chairperson, an address, courtesy of the planning committee chairperson, Elder Neka Dango.
Please applause for her as she walks up. Please, after
proceed the color and presentation. Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome.
Thank you. Once again, starting on the existing protocol, I once again welcome you to this event and to the second phase of this event. My name is, as rightly mentioned, my name is Neka, Colon Neka, Pisa Dango. The brief overview of what we're doing today, this River State Spectacular Day, and the first phase of it was held 6 years ago. And from there, we were able to imbibe much more commitment, togetherness, community. And this is the brain child of Elder Barrister Clovis, under the chairmanship of Elder Chief Ken. It has been an eventful one from there till now. And something different was added this time around, which had to do with our education discussion. And then the expert thing is the award, which are going to give non-spectacular things that are doing well in their various endeavors. On behalf of the committee, we also want to appreciate the ESCOs that deem it fit to give us this pedestal to work. The planning committee team, no one is an outline. We're able to put it together by God's grace. Then I also want to appreciate the chairman of the chapter. Sometimes I look at him that he wants everybody to fly. And the way he will push you, if you don't want to fly, you have no choice than to sleepwalk if you had to make it, if he wants to make it work. So thank you and welcome again to this second phase. Thank you.
Please, let's celebrate the planning committee.
Chairperson, thank you so much, Elder Neka. Please.
Give this, I think we'll have to go back to it before we do the presentation of kola nut proper, please, the ones in charge for the kola nut, let's be getting that ready. All right, please, I would want to welcome for an address, that's item number 12, for an address, courtesy of Dr. Charles who supports. He's represented by Mr. Onyekachi Oha, and I've been reliably informed that Mr. Onyekachi Oha is the Deputy President, Imo State University
Alumni Association. God bless you, sir. You're welcome.
Imo Stars. Greatest Gogo. Greatest Gwagwa. Standing on the existing protocols, I want to appreciate every one of us, our distinguished guests.
I think when I walk into this hall, seeing the faces and seeing
beautiful dresses, I think AI is at work. So I want to appreciate our dog and everyone that did justice to this.
The topic that was just discussed, I think is a very beautiful one. I want to also use that.
Standing on the, representing my president, my boss, in the person of Dr. Charles Nwosu, who is the president of Imo State University Alumni.
He has said I should tell a spectacular chapter that you people are doing the best. This is a place you call
family indeed. So I want to appreciate every member of Spectacular Chapter. I will pray that good Lord will keep upholding you people in unity, will keep upholding you people in love, and you people should keep doing what you are doing best. And to tell you that the
national body is in support of you, and as you can see the
BOT chairman, for him to travel all the way from Lagos, you can see that we are all in support of you people. And to also tell you that the Alumni Hub, which is a child of the Mr. President, the chairman, please, he said I should tell you, please get all your members logged into that
hub, because this is also part of our AI. Because when you get connected in that Alumni Hub, you will see every alumni members all over the world.
AI for us. So you can see that we are also aligning in the world of AI. So thank you very much. And I will not wish you a successful event because it's already a successful event. And I pray that the good Lord who brought every one of us here will take us back to our different destinations in Jesus' name.
Thank you, God bless. Thank you so much, Deputy President, Mr. Alumni Association, Mr.
Of the greatest Imo Stars. Thank you, please. We are progressing, and I will encourage you rather, please.
Please to be fully and actively take part in what is happening here. All right, item number 4.
Presentation of kola nuts. And I will be bringing up someone that will help us to do that. Please, a round of applause for Opara Mbisi. A round of applause for him, please, as he comes up. A good man.
Opara Mbisi, please. I see an incoming governor
of the state. Opara Mbisi, that's a prophecy. A round of applause for that. I see an incoming. I see you as a governor. Thank you, Opara Mbisi.
On behalf of the chairman and the spectacular family, I want to present this kola nut to our immediate past chairman, Barrister Kenneth Obisike, to do the needful.
Greatest Imo Stars. Greatest Gbogbo. Greatest Baba. Ndị ba so na oji anaghị anụ yes oyibo.
So we are switching off to the natural one. That's Igbo. So from now onwards, that's the language you know Ghana. No, Yadro no ma. Anabatla moji. Shitenaka a leadership. So ekelemono. As when you were roji. No ihoma ko nabata ko oje aga no kweshire ekweshi because oje ngebido njem now na-aga our patron patron biko ihe awa oji ndị spectacular wetere si gị were ya so na ndị bịakwutere anyị ndewe
Igbo mmaman spectacular zono imso alumni rikano Nigeria bikano oji erutelem n'aka si ka m chere ọhaneze nke mbụ m ga-asị onye chiri ihe ochie ya zere unu amara na mgbe ọbụla anyị gbakọrọ na aha ndị gara akwụkwọ na mahadum ka a na-akpọ Imo State University anyị nwere onye isi wụ onye anyị na-akpọ national president ama m nọ nọhọ here mana enwere onye nọchitere ya deputy president anyị nọ here so na aha ndị Rivers chapter anyị na-asị gị deputy president ịhụ na ọjị ya study nwere board ahụbụrụ m BOT chairman mana ọ dị ka akpọli oku so anyị na-echekwere ndị board ọjị ahụkwala m onye bụbu national president anyị ọ nọkwa ebe a oke ozumba nze akọnobi na aha ndị chiburu alumni biko ọjị anyị na-esiga ọjị ahụla m ndị wusi ndị nọ n'isi na ihe a na-akpọ na chapter niile nọ na alumni site ahụrụ m chairman ndị Enugu ahụla m chairman ndị Bayelsa ahụkwara m adịka nwere chairman ndị ọzọ bịara anya so anyị na-asị na ndị vice chairman ndị represent ga ha ka Owerri ahụla m ha na anyị makwa na ndị branch alumni ndị ka na-anọ ha Nigeria ka a na-akpọ diaspora chapters a lot of them na ha na-elekwa anya na ihe anyị mege anyị na-asị ha ebe ọbụla ha nọ ha lekwa ọjị o unu lekwa ọjị o anyị bịachite na Port Harcourt ama m na ndị Rivers buru ibu nọ nga so anyị na-anabata mmadụ niile ndị Rivers steeti unu lere ọjị o anyị na-anabata ndị sikwe n'Owerri bịa ndị Imo steeti unu lere ọjị o anyị na-anabata ndị Bayelsa unu lere ọjị o ama m na Abia ndị si Abia anyị na-asị unu lere ọjị o anyị na-asị ndị Nigeria niile unu lere ọjị o ama m na Enugu chairman Enugu ejinem ya ọjị so ndị Enugu steeti unu lekwa ọjị ama m na nga anyị gakọrọ otu ihe anyị ga-eme taa wụ idu n'isi ọrụ onye ga-elekọta anyị dịka His Royal Highness mana tupu edue n'isi ọrụ anyị nwere onye isi na-elekọta ndị a na-akpọ elders nọ na chapter anyị a so ọ ga-amasị m and ọkwa na nwa afọ ka m buru ọjị a ga bugharịa anọ ka ọ hazie ya dịka omenala Rivers State ebe anyị nọ dị si kwuo. Elder Saddam o rutere gị n'aka.
Cha 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 Igbo kwenu. Cha 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 Igbo State kwenu. Cha 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 Isua kwenu. Rivers State Ikwere meke ani Obama my chairman and secretary BOT, you've given me a big task which OK himself, as big as he is, has dropped. My fellow elders, you can see. I think I'll bring it back to you so that you bless it now. And I say, so make you bless us for Igbo.
Ọjị na ha agala ije. Ọ na-adị mma na-eme otu a na-amụta. It's part of our culture. So part of ihe eji mmemme a wụ ka a na-amụta. Ebuachitere ọjị ihe o mere wụ na ọjị eze dị eze n'aka. So ọjị always ga-abịachite azụ nga o si malite. So n'aha ndị spectacular chapter and n'aha alumni ọ ga-amasịzi m ka onye bubu our 001 gọrọ anyị ọjị a. Daalụnụ.
Igbo kwenu. Cha-cha-cha. Igbo stars kwenu. Ikwere meka o. Rivers niile anyị ekele unu. Anyị egosila ụlọ ọjị. Ọjị wụ ihe ndị Igbo ji anabata onye bịara be ha. Nwa ọbụla nwa afọ kwesịrị ịma uru ọjị bara. Dịka ihe abata siri wee gosi, ọjị agaala ije wee rutu m n'aka. O rutughị m n'aka maka na abụ m former national president. O ruturu m n'aka ma echizuru m echizu. Cheers, my chief. So ezuru m ezu na ihe eji nwoke eme. So na mgbede a, before m agọzie ọjị, a m enyetụ ndị kwe ọjị a ka ha jidesie ya n'aka ma kpekpara ya ekpere ka o si wee dị. N'aha BOT, aga m akpọlite ya abata chief ka o were oke nke ruru ha. Ya abata even though na ọjị anyị ebughị ibu. Deputy National President ka ọ ga-gosi president ihe anyị wetara ka a mara na aka ha dịkwa na ya. O nwere ndị nwe ala anyị nọ n'ala Ikwere, anaghị ma na anyị nwere ndị Ikwere n'ime anyị. Onye ọbụla nwa Ikwere biko bịa were otu ọjị nwoke. Okay, Rivers. Elder. Ndị niile chiri echi nọ n'ebe ekele m unu. onye nwe anyị ụmụ gị egosigo ihe eji egosi ịhụnanya ha wetara ọjị a ka egosiri na ha nabatara mmadụ niile bịara ebe mesi Bayelsa mesi Lagos mesi Abuja ebe ọ bụla isi ndị spektakụla sa anyị were ọjị akpọkuo Chineke wee nabata ụnụ anyị anyọọ gị Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ime ihe niile sọ gị bụ ọkaka anyị egosigo gị ọjị so onye taa ya atata ndụ anyị ga-asị na ndị niile bịara njem a ga-ata ọjị atata ndụ anyị ga-achọ Chukwu ụkwụ unu jiri bịa ka unu ga-ejiga ala ihe a na-eme ga-aga n'iru anyị ma na Chineke nọnyere anyị ya mere na ụjọ anaghị atụ anyị anyị wee sị ndị mmadụ niile bịawa onye ọbụla bịara ije a etu ahụ obi gị si dị sarịsarị bịa ka ọ ga-adịkwa sarịsarị wee nawa anyị wee yọọ ka ezinụlọ anyị niile na-ahụ sọ nsọ ihe ọma nwere ihe ga na-akpọ anyị iru anyị agụọ na anyị ga-enwe ndụ nwee ezigbo ndụ anyị ga-aka nke ebe anyị gụchara na yunivesiti pụta na-agba mbọ ndị na-alụ nwaanyị a na-alụ ndị na-alụ di ya na-alụ a na-amụta ụmụaka anyị ga-azụ ụmụ anyị ga-azụ anyị anyị a na-ekwukwanụ mahadum ka anyị si wee pụta n'ime ya ọya nwa gbadoro anyị ụkwụ ihe anyị wụ na ndụ ugbu a anyị ga-enyeghachikwa mahadum ahụ ka o si dị ka ndị ọzọ ga-agakwa n'ime ya pụta wụrụkwa ezigbo mmadụ ma nyeghachi azụ anyị agụọ